What's going on, people of the internet? This is not a vlog. This is actually my first ever Q&A. I've never done one of these before. This is number 1, but let's try this out. I actually posted on my Instagram and my Snapchat for people to ask me questions. I got an insane amount of responses. Thank you for everybody who wrote in. I'm sorry if I don't get to answer your question, and I want to do more of these in the future, so just be patient. So yeah, so let's get this thing started. I'm on Snapchat. First question from Toby is, dream place to ride? I'd have to say my dream place to ride is in Japan. Dead Pickle 1. What's my favorite pipe to ride? Favorite half pipe, by far, is the Mammoth half pipe. It's just a good half pipe and it gets soft. Nico Flan. What got you into snowboarding? Actually, my dad snowboarded and my sister snowboarded, and I skied, and it just looked really cool. I'd skateboarded before. So one year I asked Santa Claus for a snowboard. He gave it to me, and I learned how to snowboard that winter. And honestly, I haven't stopped since, so thank you, Santa Claus. Andrew Brook 872. Who are my sponsors? Red Bull, POC, DC, Capita Snowboards, Ethica, Celtec Gloves, and a company called Unique Drones. So those are my sponsors right now. Brooke Lackey. What's my advice on someone to pursue a snowboard career that lives on the East Coast and it only gets to go 3 to 4 times a year? Honestly, nothing's impossible, but I'd have to say my one tip would be try to go snowboarding even more, and honestly just go as much as possible. From Curdy_31. Favorite trick? By far, favorite trick, front flip, or as some people would call it, the tame dog. A-SZ Ask Marie. She has 3 questions. Do I skateboard? I do skateboard. When did I hurt myself the most? The most hurt I've ever been was back in 2011. I was skateboarding. And I don't really remember what happened, but I hit my head pretty bad. I ended up cracking my skull like about that much and had to get airlifted from Mammoth all the way to Reno. I couldn't snowboard for a long time, but that's by far the most hurt I've ever been. Favorite food? That's a good question. Do I have a favorite food? Not so much a favorite food, more favorite meal, and that's by far Thanksgiving dinner. Will Hart. How did you get your first sponsor? My first legit sponsor was actually Bonfire. So I go to High Cascade every summer. I go up there and snowboard, and back when I was younger, the dude that worked for Bonfire at the time, he was up there, and I didn't know it. It went something like they saw me snowboard or something like that, and then we went on this like little trip with the camp to go down to like the headquarters and meet up with the people. So I went down there, met with the people, just said what they said, and it was cool. But then they actually offered to sponsor me, and I didn't really know what that meant at the time. I was just like, what? Okay, cool. You know, you just hear about it. It was cool. Cash Night 13. Last favorite competition to attend. Favorite competition by far, the Burton US Open. It's from Paramore Brandon. He asked, favorite jump trick? Backside 720, all-time favorite. Lay_ is Kulakowski. I think I got that right. How do you balance school with snowboarding? So a lot of people have been asking me how I do school. A lot of people just jump to the conclusion that I dropped out of school, but I'm still in school. I actually do all my schooling in the summer, so I get as much of it done in the summertime as I can so that I don't have to do as much in the winter. So I Skype my teachers throughout the summer because I live down in San Diego. I like to call it modified homeschooling. Sarah Kent. Tips for anyone trying to learn new tricks. She said it's for the Q&A. That's what I'm doing. Honestly, just trust yourself. Do it when you're ready and do it at your own time. Nobody can tell you when to do a trick. You're the only person who can make that decision. Ryan Fleck. What is my favorite pipe trick? The crippler, you know? If you don't know what a crippler is, you basically just go up regular, do a backflip, and land regular. It's always been my favorite trick since I learned it, so the Crippler. Kind of an intimidating name. MD_2_7. He asked, what angles are my bindings set at? So I ride 12 degrees on my front foot and -9 on my back foot. The name's Michael. What kind of board do you ride and have? I ride the Capita Defenders of Awesome. I ride that one in slopestyle. And then for half pipe, I ride the Capita Thunderstick. Switch Alley-oop asked, what's my favorite lazy trick? Backside 180 on a jump, I'd say, probably. How old were you when you started snowboarding? From Sasaki AB252. I got my first snowboard when I was 6 and then turned 7 shortly after. So I was like 6 or 7. Kalia Garrettson asked, do I ever feel like giving up snowboarding? Honestly, being honest here, no, I've never thought about giving it up, so. You know, I think I'm gonna end it there. Yeah, that was cool. I hope I tried to answer as many as I could. Let me know if you guys like these. I thought it was kind of cool. You know, it was like a one-way interview. Thank you to everybody that wrote in. That was fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.